Good morning, students. Today, let's begin with the second poem. The name of the poem is Indian Weavers. Weavers are the people or the artists who skillfully fabricate cloth using different fibers, threads. Weaver, okay, that is the word. One who teaches is known as a teacher. Similarly, one who waves is known as a waver. So that is the name of the poem. Icebreakers are there. When you understand the icebreakers, they become a door to enter and understand the poem. Under icebreakers, certain activities are given. And I have done it for you. And after this video, you can find answers to all those icebreakers. Under the icebreakers, different types of artists are asked. Artists, craftsmen, artisans, there are the different words like weaver, goldsmith, blacksmith, potter, and in the second activity of the icebreaker, discuss with your partner the seasons when we need woolen cloths, casual cloths. This kind of question is there. As you know, why do we need woolen cloths? We need them in the winter season to protect our body. Similarly, we are expected to write the information regarding other cloths. And under third activity, there is a play. We have to play a game. Certain questions are asked again, like one who sings is a singer, and one who plays a game is a player, and certain other blanks are there and you have to complete them. And like that, other two questions are also there, other two activities are also there, and I have completed those activities for you, because when you understand those activities, it becomes easier for you to understand the poem. So first of all, read all those activities well, because they are already answered. You can easily understand them, and we can go for the poem. We can read the poem, we can understand the poem. Now coming into the poem is written by Sarojini Naidu. I have a textbook before me. Okay. See, you also, whenever you listen or whenever you read, whenever you try to understand the poem, you must always keep the textbook before you, and without textbook, learning language is not possible. Now let's come to the poem. The poem is written by Sarojini Naidu. You know, Sarojini Naidu is known as the Nightingale of India. She is one of the greatest women of our country. She was a freedom fighter. She was an academician. She was a feminist. Feminist is a person who strongly supports women. And she's a great poet. I feel very proud about her in other sense because she had a beautiful home in the heart of the city of Hyderabad. The name of the building is the Golden Threshold. And that building is donated by her daughter to Hyderabad University, which is also known as Central University. So she is so great that she gifted her home, she gifted her building to the Central University. She was the first women governor in India. She was the first woman, and the fact remains always, she is the first woman to be represented to UN Council from India. So her greatness is beyond words. She is known as Nightingale of India. So we are fortunate to have a poem. Let us talk about the poem. The poem is written in 3 stanzas. Externally, when you read the poem seems to be very simple. The matter is very simple. But when you try to understand the deeper meaning in it, there is a lot more to talk about. There is a lot more to discuss. When you read the first stanza, only 3 stanzas are there. Each stanza consisting of 4 lines. First stanza, the poet asks viewers, what are you weaving early in the morning? Break of day is the word used. Break of day means early in the morning. At the time of dawn, the time of sunrise. Early morning, what are you weaving? You are weaving clothes so happily, and the color of the cloth is blue in color, and they are so bright, so colorful, like feathers of feathers. Feathers are something, right, that we can see on the wings. Like kingfisher's blue color wings, so attractive, so colorful. Why you are weaving that colorful cloth? The answer from the weaver is that those are for newborn child. The word robe is there. Robe is loose outer garment that is used for infants. Here, right here, the meaning is. So, early in the morning, they are preparing, they are weaving beautiful colored, attractive colored cloths for newborn child. That's all. This is the first stanza. Coming to the second stanza, at the fall of night. Fall of night means evening. When we, right, when sky slowly turns dark, we can find stars on it. We can, right. So, that is the beginning of the evening. What are you wearing in the evening time? That is the question. Again, the cloths are very colorful, very attractive. They are violet in color. Purple color is there. Green color is there. The beautiful combination. The cloth is looking like the feather of a peacock. And why are you wearing that beautiful colored cloth in the evening? The answer from the weaver is that those are the veils for queen, wears for the bride. Bride is a girl whose marriage is arranged. Veil is a cover on the face, a light cover on the face, a delicate mask. Why are you wearing that beautiful cloth which is looking like the color combination of that of the feathers of peacock? The answer from the weaver is that they are for the bride, and the cloth is to be used as a veil, as a mask, a light cover. And coming to the third stanza, in the cold moonlight night, where everything is calm and quiet, everything is peaceful, the weavers are weaving a white cloth, white color cloths, looking like the color of clouds. Why you are weaving that white color cloths in the night? Answer from the weavers is that they are the cover for the dead body. So, this is all about the story. This is all about the poem. 3 stanzas are there, right? The weavers are weaving 3 different types of cloths. One for the little child, infant. Second for a bride, and third is for a dead body. So the poem is very simple, straightforward. But if you go into the deeper meaning in it, the poet talked about the life cycle. The first stage, the stage of a childhood. Second, the stage of your youth, and the third one is the ultimate end of every life, that is the death. So these 3 stanzas represent 3 stages of life, and some words are used related to colors, and that color imagery is also related to life. Blue color represents the innocent life of infant. Second stanza, purple color represents the vigor and love of the youth. And the third stanza refers to white color. White is an indication of peace, the eternal peace, the endless peace of a dead person. So, the poem represents three stanzas, three stages of life. It's a beautiful explanation of life cycle, newborn, youth, and death. Color combination is there. Ultimately, life is like a colorful cloth. As you find the different fabrics in the cloth, life is a combination of different feelings. And every feeling is associated with a color. And Sarojini Naidu used those colors so skillfully about how life is viewed. Now, if you talk about the critical appreciation of the poem, the style that is used by the poet is interrogative. Interrogative is asking questions and giving answers. The poet, or other words we call it, the tone is conversational. There is a conversation. Somebody is asking something and right, they are getting response. And the poet used number of figure of speeches. She used alliteration in an excellent manner. Alliteration is a repetition of consonant sounds in close succession. She used the sound W as many as 20 times in the poem. She used metaphor. She used simile. She used imagery. She used an excellent rhyme scheme of AABB in every stanza. So, the poem is beautiful combination of beautiful presentation of great literary knowledge. Try to understand the poem, read it, and meanwhile I am sending you the answers to some of the important exercises also, some of the important activities. Go through the activities, try to understand them, and as an assignment complete the remaining part of the activities. Bye. Have a nice day.